The sun is shining. Welcome to another blog. These last blogs are being natural. It's just really funny because I'm saying all last blogs are being really natural. And the fact is that I have like 4 or 5 videos I have recorded and I haven't edited yet. But I want to. In the first one, because it goes by series. So in the first one, I was more like trying to say what I've been doing, and basically what I've been doing the last. Oh, by the way, if you're hearing this, just because neighbors in a flat, so they are. I don't know what they are doing anyway. So which is pissing me off anyway. And I have a school in the back of my house, so you could also probably hear kids playing. So I think I mentioned it in the first video. A couple of months ago, I was thinking by myself, in my brain, and I was like, I really want to help freelance journalists to understand how the dynamics within the newsroom and the editors work, but that is not, I need an income, I need a salary, and that is not gonna make it. So I somehow reached the conclusion of, can I sell my knowledge to companies and solopreneurs and people who are creating a business and they are an expert in some kind of field, like psychologist is the one that comes to my mind, and I'm sure I have mentioned psychologist in my previous video. And for the last couple of weeks, first what I did was try to, because I spoke with a couple of professors of my former universities to know whether they would be interested in me creating a workshop to give to the students about how to become a freelance journalist and what kind of things they need to know. Like, it's not the same if you enter into the field for the very first time and you don't have any idea, than that somebody hands you like 3 years of knowledge and you skip that learning curve, And some of them have said yes, but I'm still waiting for answers. So obviously that tells you how dynamic the university system in Spain is. So anyway, the other side was precisely see if I could transfer that kind of knowledge, the knowledge that I learned about how to be a freelance journalist and how to contact editors and how to create stories that we feel attracted to, into transfer that knowledge for solopreneurs and experts and people who want to have another channel of visibility in through media, because most of the people use now social media, which is a great marketing tool, but journalism as an industry is still here, and I think it's going to be here for a very long time. I don't think it's going to disappear because we are actually more overwhelmed with information than ever, and I think maybe journalists, we should pivot into help to discern what is a good, valuable information and not. But I don't want to go away from the topic. So anyway, the last 2 weeks, what I have been trying to do is try to design a consultancy service in 4 sessions plus 1, let's say, of how that will help to this kind of target audience to know how to position themselves so they can gain visibility through creating a system that I give them, because that's why the consultancy is like creating their own system / strategy, so they know when they can reach editors and journalists and media, so they can have an impact. By impact, I mean being mentioned in an article that the journalist is writing and publish. And so this week I finished it, last week I finished. I let it breathe, which is something that I think writers and journalists said a lot. I let it breathe, the text, the article, you know, but in this case, my consultancy, the offer of my consultancy. And this week I'm gonna review it, and I'm gonna try to design the documents and the materials that are gonna come up with the consultancy, because the first session is about positioning yourself. What do you want to be like? What are the topics you want to appear commenting, or, you know, positioning yourself within, like, and which not, you know. The second one is more about ecosystem, and the third and the fourth is kind of making it all together, you know. And the fifth, which is optional, it's also depends on, you know, the person or the client I'm serving, which will be how to integrate that with your marketing strategy, if you have one, you know, because it's different content, different information, different ways. But I'm really, really happy of what I done and all the work I have done until now. Trying to see how, not how, but I really want to care and put everything into detail, because I want that the person who decides to be my client gets everything he needs to know about how to position himself or herself, or themselves in front of the mainstream media, whether I am there to follow up with them after or not, because that is something for after, something that I'm not really sure if I want to do or I don't want to do. I'm not really sure yet. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Is what I've been doing this last week, and what I've been doing this week, which is again reviewing until I feel also confident, because for me the most difficult part has been to be able to translate my knowledge into something that somebody who comes from or who has more concepts of marketing understands, you know, like for me, as somebody who also has done have experience in a peer agency, visibility, impacts, reputations are normal topics. What is an expert, you know, is a normal concept for me as a journalist. But with one of my possible clients, he was like, I don't want to be an expert. And I think he was thinking about, you know, this kind of authoritative academic figure, and I was like, that's not the expert person I'm talking about, you know. And so for me, what it has been the most difficult has been to transfer and translate the terms from the journalism industry into the more corporative world, so they can understand me and I can understand them. And so yeah, this week is gonna be try to understand, you know, whether I'm understanding, like, some things I know that I know how to do it, but I'm walking between the proposal is corporative, and then I have my blueprint, which is journalism jargon, I don't know how to say it in English. So I have to be navigating both worlds, so I understand. And I'm really, really happy. I think it can give a lot of value, and it's something I feel pretty confident I can deliver. And I think I also have some slightly curve of learning, but I'm really, really happy about how the service has turned out. It's a service / product, because I also give deliverables, like documents, you know, and it can be updated every 3-6 months, you know, depending on new knowledge that the person has acquired, or new interests, or new levels of visibility that person or company has acquired. So I would let you know, because in the next video I hope to record how is it going my approach to get clients, you know, because that's the next steps. I know I'm good into one-to-one chats, That's probably going to be my biggest learning curve, which is the sales pitch. If you have a knowledge in a field and you think you can sell it, maybe you think you cannot sell it, but it is possible to sell it. You just have to give with a key ingredient. And the thing is, I didn't know I could sell this, or I thought that I needed more experience or more expertise to sell it. But the truth is that I have a unique expertise because I don't come from journalism, traditional journalism, but freelance. So I know that the fight of the companies and the solopreneurs and the experts is the same fight I've been fighting for 3-4 years, you know. I didn't know I could translate it into help them until I asked myself, can I translate this into help them? And it turns out I think it's possible. Then I didn't know how to structure that. That I would say has been the most difficult, not the most difficult, the first 2 sessions, I think it were the easier ones, because I was like, yeah, you need to know this and this, basically. That's the most important thing. And then I was like, but what is the 3rd and 4th? Like I still don't seem really clear. That's what I say. I want to focus this week on this aspect, because it's like, it is my kind of weakness, and I just want that the person who comes and pays for the service feels like it knows everything it needs to know about how to be relevant for media and how to approach them in the right way to get the impacts, you know. And yeah, that's it.